All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today with Diane Burkholder. All right, Diane, let everybody know your name, major, year you graduated from Cal State Long Beach.
Hi, everyone. My name is Diane Burkholder. My pronouns are she, her. I studied sociology from Cal State Long Beach, and I graduated in 2003.
Woo.
20 years ago.
Look, fun fact, me and Diane, we actually met in college and we had many classes together. So we finally get to interview somebody that I went to school with. They
A different
graduated
generation.
right or way after me. I'm like, whoa.
You said different generation? What the?
Yeah.
And I only say different generations in like 4-year cycles because that's all it is in college.
Right, just 4 years.
That's what I mean.
Exactly.
That's what I mean.
Okay. All right, Miss Diane. So what do you currently do? What's your occupation at this time?
So my two roles are, my longest role has been, I work as an equity and inclusion consultant with universities, healthcare, social service organizations, and arts organizations and creatives. So basically talking about all the isms, systemic oppression, creating spaces of equality, holding space, particularly for Black and Brown folks. I've been doing that for 7 years, and all of my work has been in nonprofit and social justice spaces. But I am also the social justice coordinator for the Upward Bound program. So transparency, I work with Kirkland. And I teach, that includes teaching social justice to high schoolers. It's a college readiness program for first generation Black and Brown students in Southern California. So it's really been a joy to be with them again and conduct workshops related to the Heritage Months and social justice issues. And it's been interesting being back on campus 20 years later working with folks. And I was in the McNair program when I went to Cal State Long Beach, which is also under the TRIO umbrella.
Oh, TRIO. Okay.
TRIO. You know, TRIO success story, I guess. I made it.
Yes.
Back.
Mama made it, honey. Yeah. We love it. Love it.
All right. Let's tell the audience, why did you choose Cal State Long Beach?
So I transferred to Cal State Long Beach from Antelope Valley College out in the desert. I went to Palmdale High School. My mom's one of the best advice that she gave me as an individual. I know everybody's different. She was like, you don't know what you want to do with your life, so go to community college and explore. So that's exactly what I did. And I decided on transferring to Cal State Long Beach because Northridge was too close. It felt like high school 2.0. And I wanted to be away from the desert and not have all that heat. But my mom had family ties back to Long Beach from the 30s and 40s. So she remembers the original Pike. She was in and out. She moved to Southern California when she was 16 from South Dakota. And so I already had a soft spot for Long Beach, but I hadn't spent a ton of time there, but I knew that was her connection. So I was like, I'll go to Long Beach. So I did. And I was there for 6 years and just recently moved back 3 years ago. And I've always considered Long Beach home.
Long Beach is home.
It's home. I need to be by the water.
Exactly. So what would you say? I know there's a ton of memories because we share some. What would you say is your favorite Long Beach memory, Cal State Long Beach memory?
Yeah, so this has come out the last couple of years, probably because we have gotten to know each other more as an adult, and particularly with my work doing equity and anti-racism work, was the multicultural retreat that was co-sponsored by Student Services and Counseling. And it was, I believe, a 3-night retreat out in the mountains. I'm not exactly sure where we were. And we spent 3 days together talking about racial identity and identity formation and white supremacy culture. And as a mixed race person, our first year that I went, there wasn't space for people that were multiracial. And we're like, where do we go? Some people have many places they identify with. So myself and a couple of people were asked to come back the following year and to facilitate a multiracial space. And I still have my paperwork. Like I still have the affirmations. I still have the worksheets. And it's been really fascinating coming across it and seeing like this is similar work that I do now and types of discussion questions. Obviously things have evolved 20 years later, but I was like, oh, I think this is where I started like doing anti-racism work and I didn't have the words for it then. So yeah, that was my favorite memory. I think about it often, still have the pictures.
Right.
And I talk about it in my sessions when I'm working with folks and young people, like this is why we do affinity groups. This is why we tackle these things. Things change, identity changes, to have the space to be messy and to build community with one another. So I realized I became an organizer at Cal State Long Beach and realized it like 10 years later. I was like, oh, that's how that happened. So yeah.
Yeah. And it was this messy space too, because it was like, I just remember us.
There were
As
tears.
those
There
of
was laughter. Oh,
race, we were all lumped together. We were like, okay, so why are some of these other people who literally, well, to us, I think that was the running joke. We were like, so you're Irish, British, that all sounds like white to me, but okay, if that's what you want to identify as. So it was a learning space for us, you know, too, because we think mixed race, we're like, no, mixed like one from another. But it was a learning process. And of course, I met Diane there. And of course, I met there.
I still have the note that Tiffany wrote me 20 years ago. I showed her a picture a little bit ago. So yeah, those connections I didn't think I'd end up back in Long Beach. I didn't leave for any bad reasons. I was like, I love Long Beach, but I just want to see what else is out there. I went to the Bay for grad school. I went to Kansas City. That was not the plan. It's supposed to be a year. 9 years later, and I was like, I gotta go back to Cali. So here I am. I love being back. I love being back in Long Beach. My friends have told me I should be an ambassador for Long Beach because I have like a little map for people. I give people little tours.
Oh, I love it.
Listen.
Love it.
Yeah, that's all. We've been doing this DEIA stuff for a long time. So, all right. So, do you have any words of encouragement for our current Cal State Long Beach students?
Yeah, I would say a couple things is one, you don't have to have it all figured out by the time you graduate. Like, I don't think a lot of people, they might know, right? And things change. You might have 2 or 3 careers. Pay attention to the college connections that you have, because a lot of them will be lifelong. No matter where you live, you will have those bonds forever. And some of those will change. You might not like people 10 years later, and that is totally fine. But that would be my biggest thing, is to be flexible for life and where life takes you, because I think we get told that you have to go in college, you have to come out, you have to do this, and you have to do this job for 30 years. And people are like, this doesn't serve me.
Okay.
We learn how to do research, we learn how to connect with people, the fundamental skills, but how you apply it, it'll work in no matter field you go. So figure it out or not, you'll figure it out. It's okay. It's a journey, and all of it's learning. So have fun and come back and visit campus sometimes. I do. You might end up working there.
Listen, that's great advice to this day as adults. Like, I mean, be flexible. Things happen, so you'll be fine. So Diane, where, if somebody was interested in talking to you more about what you do, how could they connect and get in touch with you?
Yeah, so my professional Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, kind of use the term, mostly Instagram, is the DB. So my name, DB and Approach, that's my consulting firm. But I can also be reached via email, which is my name, diane.burkholder@gmail.com. So, and I'm available to chat virtually, in person, give a tour of Long Beach, who knows? So, yeah, I'm excited to be back, and I'm glad that y'all took the time and wanted to chat with me a little bit. I'm excited you're doing this because I want to meet other Black alumni.
Yeah. Black alumni. You know, we all got to together, honey. Love it. Well, thank you, Diane, and we appreciate you and look forward to doing more work with you and seeing what you do in the community and social justice.
Yes. Thank you. Keep holding it down for the beach. Go beach.
Absolutely. Go beach.